All right, what's up guys? We got a new video for you. Today, we're doing the Stealth Cam Deceptor Max. All right, this is a newer camera that Stealth Cam has released. We're gonna go over all the details, how to get it set up, what the photos look like, the first impressions of this camera, and get ready for deer season. It's coming. It's July right now. It's not too far away. We need to get those cameras and corn out. Anyways, this is a cellular camera, so you're gonna have to set it up through the Stealth Cam app. Pay for a data plan. They're not ridiculously priced. And we'll go over all that in the video. Just want to put a disclaimer out there that it is a cellular camera. So this camera has an 80-foot flash range. It has a 40 megapixel camera and a trigger speed of 0.35 seconds. So all around, this looks like it's going to be a fantastic camera to use for deer season. Y'all stay tuned. We'll get into the video now.
Alright guys, so we're going to get unboxing and setting this Stealth Cam Deceptor Max cellular trail camera. You're going to need 16 AA's. It does not come with those, so make sure you're a good brand like Duracell. Alright, let's get this unboxed. I will say I do have a couple of the Stealth Cams and they've been great so far. I haven't had any issues with them. Alright, so got some instructions. I got this camera like the end of last deer season and never used it. Wanted to have it for this year. Alright, so you get a Stealth Cam sticker, so you can see with the glare. You get a Hunt Stand, free year of Hunt Stand Pro. So I assume this is kind of like 𝐿/x, so nationwide private and public land data, monthly satellite imagery, 14 different mapping layers, 3D views, offline mapping capability, advanced weather, wind, and lunar. Stand reservation and hunting property management. Normally it's a $30 a year cost, and I believe the 𝐿/x version that I have is like $100 a year for the pro version with all the weather and deer movement and all that kind of stuff. All right, so this is the quick start guide. So shows you the antenna, the camera, the strap mount, SD cards, LED, notification LEDs, on off switch, sync button, latch. Alright, so one thing that you're going to have to do is get on your phone and go to the Command Pro app. You can scan this QR code to get it, or you can scan it, I believe, on the box. Maybe I'm making that up. Here, yeah, scan the QR code on the box too. So first thing you want to do before you unbox all this, go ahead and get the Command Pro app. We're going to go to the Google Play Store or the App Store, create an account, screw on the antenna, install the batteries and SD card. So let's go ahead and do that first. I'm going to use my wife's phone because I'm using mine to video. So I got the Command Pro app in the App Store. I'm going to download it. The thing it's going to ask, would you like to send, Command would like to send you notifications. We're going to allow it. We're going to block that. Allow while using the app. Allow, ask app to not track. All right, we're going to go ahead and create an account from scratch. So we're going to sign up. Let's just use, I'm just going to go through. It's going to ask you first name, last name, email, confirm email, phone number, password, re-enter password. All right, so we're going to do that. One thing I want to mention is I already have an account with Stealth Cam, so I'm not sure how this is going to work creating it on my wife's, but we're going to see. So you got to type your password in, We're going to sign up. We're going to skip the Face ID now since it's my wife's. All right, so once you get that, it's welcome to command. We have emailed you a welcome letter. Command supports advanced weather data, including wind speed, wind direction, barometer for your photos. To ensure proper weather data for your photos necessary for the proper location to be set for each camera, please use the map to set up the location. All right, so when you use the map to set up your camera, that's what you can do. Acknowledge. Now that we have the app created, super simple to create the account. All right, so here's the camera. Fairly decent size. You can always get one of the mounts. I'll put a link for it in the description. I'll put a link for it in the description, but you can basically hang it on a tree, screw it in the tree, and then screw it on the mount, and it's a lot easier. You can also do a 12-volt direct connection. So this is for, you know, if you have like the solar setup, you can use that. 12-volt direct or auxiliary power. So there's different fittings basically. I guess one's for regular 12-volt and one's for the solar DC. So, and this camera does have audio, so I believe this is where the mic is at. It's a no glow camera. Some of the features: it's 40 megapixels, 80-foot flash range, trigger speed of 0.35 seconds. Like I mentioned, you can do either of these networks. Are going to be either AT&T or Verizon. You can do the on-demand images or videos, so you can request it through the app and it'll send you one instantly. Like I said, it's through the Command Pro account that we just created. So some of the features for Command Pro: detailed mapping, engine built in, detailed weather data and filtering, solar lunar tracking and forecasting, manage all your cameras with a single secure login, control all of the camera settings remotely, integrated animal recognition software and image filtering, pin camera locations using Google Maps, improved AI night colorization, AI animal and human vehicle recognition, AI night colorization, predictive game movement, animated heat map, basically filterable over time, shoot, don't shoot tracking, shareable features, individual target buck profile pages, state, property boundaries and public hunting land maps, advanced tag notifications. So all of this is within the app. I'm sure there's different levels to the app. So here's some more of the camera features. With the 40 megapixel photo, with the 40 megapixel camera, you can either do 4 megapixels, 8, 16, and 40. For the video, you have 1440 QHD video with audio, high resolution no glow LEDs, quick scan QR code setup, no glare matte pure PIR and IR array, burst mode 1 to 9 images per triggering, date or time, date, moon phase, camera name, 2 to 59 seconds, 1 to a minute recovery time and timeout delay, integrated multi-position mount, matrix advanced blur reduction, retina low light sensitivity, 1 1/4 20-inch thread insert, which is what I just showed you down here, 12-volt DC auxiliary jack for use with external power packs, powered by 16 AA batteries not included, compatible with the rechargeable battery cartridge sold separately, which I can link that as well. I have that on a lot of my other cameras. Another thing missing you is some of the gear. This is one of the solar stands for a camera. So if you have like a big food plot, private land, you don't want to go out there all the time, change it, leave it out there, leave it on solar, you'll be good to go. So you can get the lithium batteries, you can get the lithium external rechargeable battery, the big one, solar battery pack, solar panels, 2 different size ones, thread locking secures cable to the camera. So these are, you can get lock boxes for them. Trail camera eco mount, I do like these are very nice. And you can get the mounting pole for food plots, things like that. And so that's just some of the things they offer, and I can link some of that in the description as well. So we'll put all of our, now that we got that out of the way, All right, so here's the antenna, and this antenna, I'm gonna go like this, move this out of the way. You just screw it on, make sure you don't cross thread it. Very nice antenna. Seems like it's going to be a really good camera. It can bend, move so it doesn't break. All right, now let's open her up. And here's the strap for the tree as well. All right, so we open the camera, and here is the battery pack. Attention, please download the Stealth Cam Command Pro before continuing. We already did that. We got the account set up. Now what we're gonna do is get the batteries opened. And like I said, it's gonna take 16 AA's. So depending on what mode you're gonna run this camera in, may make you change your mind about buying the external batteries, which I'm sure Amazon has like knockoff brands that work just fine. And I'll have the orientation. Pop them in like that. And they all are the same. So we'll just get all these in. It's going to be a fairly heavy camera. All right, so now we need to get this camera tied to the app. So, all right, so on the main page, now that we got the app opened, so first thing you want to do is add device. Allow access camera, and this scans the QR code that's for this camera. So this has an internal card, and now it's telling you, before you forget, please follow these steps to prepare. Insert batteries, insert antenna, insert SD card, power on camera. I'm gonna go ahead and get my SD card set up. All right, and I prefer these SD cards, a 32 gigabyte PNY. I get them on Amazon, and they're cheaper than going to Walmart to buy the SD cards. You can get a 5-pack for I think like 20 or 30 bucks. All right, so we're going to insert our batteries, and if you look at it, these contact points right there, so this is going to go down like so. Make sure the app doesn't close out. So I'm going to do the top first, then slide those down. All right, insert batteries, insert antenna, insert SD card. The SD card slot is right here. All right, so goes in this direction. Spring loaded. All right, cool. We got the batteries, we got the antenna, we got the SD card. We're gonna power on the camera. So there's an on and off switch right here. We're gonna slide it over to on. All right, so now I'm ready to pair. SD card and the camera will be formatted. Okay. Device is powered on. 3 LEDs will flash to indicate the camera is successfully connecting. So we got 1 done, 2 is flashing, 2 is still flashing, searching for signal, all right, we got the second one flashing. And now we're ready to go. Okay. So now that we got these set up, so it tells you the camera Deceptor Max. So unlimited photos is $20 a month. So unlimited videos, 10 HD videos, and on demand, 25 cents a video. And then you can choose a different plan. So let's see what the plans are. Let's just see. All right. Most popular is the unlimited. So you can get 1,200 photos for $8 a month, 600 photos for $5 a month, or unlimited 20, and see what the annual price is. 120 bucks a year. So, I mean, personally, the way I'm looking at it is I only have these cameras running during deer season, so I prefer to stay on the under the unlimited. So, so camera tiers. So if you do the unlimited plan, first camera is 20 bucks, second camera is 15, third through 7 is $11, and 8 cameras or more, $8 additional per month. So that's not bad. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna select this plan. Feel free to choose whatever plan you'd like, but just know choose a different plan at the bottom, so if you don't want to spend 20, you don't have to. Next. All right, so enable live view for your Deceptor Max. Stream live video from your trail camera directly to your phone, see what's happening in real time. So the live stream, record video, capture video, your first 60 minutes are free. Add-on cost, $5 a month for 60 minutes. We're gonna continue without live view because that's not important to me. All right, so monthly prorated plan, 20 bucks. Starts on 8/20, agree. Confirm subscription. All right, so now's where you get your wallet out. You gotta add the card to it. So I'm gonna do that now. All right, so you get your card set up. It does reoccurring, you can cancel at any time. Confirm subscription. Success. Confirm location, finish. Deceptor Max. All right, so like the owner, last sync, device version. So you can do a daily test. So let's just do, I like doing it at 7 a.m. just so I know. So that's a daily test. PIR mode, time lapse, PIR video, multicam. Just keep it on photo. This is where you can select the resolution. So I think 8 megapixels is plenty, but if you want to do more, up to 40. Let's see what the 40 looks like. We'll save it. Photo burst 1, interval. If you don't want to kill your battery, or if you do a smaller data plan, I would do like a 5-second interval. Let's just set it up as that. Or sorry, the delay. Let's do a 10-second delay. Interval, 1 second, apologies. All right, reduce the occurrence of false triggers like moving grass or tree branches. Save, reduce blur. Time zone, we're gonna be in Eastern, so you can change that here. 12-hour format, or you can do military time, 24 hours. You can select operating hours. I'll leave it always on because it's for deer hunting. It shows your location, device direction, temperature, Fahrenheit, shows the battery type, device model, all the sim stuff. More, you can add a group. So you can share access with other people's emails as well if they have an app. All right, so we got our first photo. Let's see if we can get a photo of myself. We'll see how that's working. It may take a minute because I changed it, or it might be doing the settings, updating the settings. All right, so, and you can also save it. You can do a 4K download. You can save them to different galleries. So say you have like a hit list, or it shows up at a certain stand. You move it around, you can mark them, put them in those, especially if you have several cameras. And then also naming the cameras helps too, depending on where you set them up at. That way you can keep up with it if you have like 3 or 4 cameras. I normally run like 4 cameras a year. I really don't go more than that, just because it gets expensive if you're paying for that many data plans. But let's see, I think it's updating, so it might take a minute. Well, that's the command app. We got the camera set up, so maybe it'll send some more photos here shortly. This is the gallery. You can so you can add a tag, common ones, show it. This is the mapping feature. So you can show 3D version, topographical if you're in the mountains. Let's just zoom into Madison, Georgia. So pretty good aerial view, and like you can get pretty fine details. I mean, that's an airplane and airport, the Madison airport. So I mean, pretty good mapping overall. Let's see, you can do photo tracker. Not sure what the beta does. Oh, we just took a photo. See if it'll take another one while we're doing this. So it's doing that, it's taking photos. I have it set at 40, so it should be really good. Shows you the wind analysis at certain spots on the map. You press it. That's actually pretty cool. Shows where your scent is blowing. That's really cool. So that'll be very helpful during deer season. Exactly where it's blowing. If you move direction, that's really cool. That's a new feature. Okay. You can draw area, shape tool, track path for tracking. You can do map. There's different layers to the map. So hybrid, satellite, street view, hunting lands, public lands, private lands, monthly satellite images, LiDAR. Oh, that's cool. That's new. Wow. That's fancy. That's really cool. So a lot of different settings in the mapping feature where you can like mark your cameras, and for hunting. There's DeerCast as well in this. I did pay for that, but now with my setup on with 𝐿_x, I don't really use DeerCast anymore. It works well, but so that's integrated in here with your mapping. And this shows all your account settings, billing, shared access, notifications, chat support. So this app really has everything related to it. Oh wow, we got some funny photos. I think it's bright because it's nighttime, or the flash. Let's try it again. See if we can get another one. Better photo. And I may go set it outside to see what it looks like. Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty good flash range. 80-foot range. I think that's definitely pushing 80 foot where I was at. So definitely is advertised. I'll put some of these photos in the video. That way you guys can see the resolution. But I'm very pleased with this camera so far. And so that all goes to your app itself. You get notifications. You can have it set to where it goes off all the time. You can have dumped throughout the day, or you can do it timely, and that's in his settings, and that is upload instant frequency. You can do instant group, hourly, twice per day, once per day. And all of this you can basically save battery life on. So that's just something to think about, especially if your camera's pretty far away and you're not close by to get it updated. You may want to do like twice per day or once per day, and then maybe during the season when you're hunting a lot, maybe do hourly. I'm really close to where I hunt, so I keep everything on instant for myself. So overall, I think you can do all the stuff you want to do. You can take your battery pack out if you're traveling. But we'll see how long the battery life lasts in this camera. I think it's going to be pretty good. The fact that it's 16 and not just 8 like the other ones. I think it should last a really long time. But that's the Command Pro app. Pretty simple. So camera settings, I went over all of that. PIR sensitivity, control the camera range. Highly sensitive areas allows further range of detection. Note lower PIR sensitivity will reduce the occurrence. False triggers such as moving grass or tree branches. You can name your camera DVR mode. This setting allows you to continuously record new images. On, continuously delete oldest recorded files to make space for new files. Off, stop. So basically that's just, if your card gets full, you can set a DVR and it'll delete the old stuff. So when one note is when you're using the app to change the settings, the camera will receive those changes next time it was scheduled to upload. So whenever there's another occurrence, it'll change. Up to 32 gigabyte SD card, I'd recommend doing that. They work great. And I'll put a link for the description for this camera, as well as the SD cards and the mount. These straps work fairly decent. They work fairly well for if you just have a tree you want to put it on. I prefer the screw-in pieces. They tend to work a little bit better, and you can kind of angle them more. What I've found with these is if I have it on, like, say, a bigger tree, it's wanting to not cinch right. And so what I'll wind up doing, especially if it's growing funny but it's in a good spot, I'll end up putting a stick behind it to angle it down to where it's at my corn, or if it's angled at a trail going downhill more, you don't want it shooting up. So different things why I like using the screw-in mount on these cameras rather than this strap. But I end up using them sometimes depending on where I have the camera. I'm gonna go get the camera set up sometime this week and just go through it, and I might make a separate video of just my review for running it for the rest of the month of July, and just kind of go through that. This was the initial setup of the camera and showing you guys how to use the Command Pro app. It's fairly simple. You got a smartphone, Android, Apple. I don't know how the Android looks, but I'm sure it's very similar. Just get the app set up, create your account, do all of the steps that I showed first before trying to get it to take a picture, and you shouldn't have any problems. Also, make sure you get fresh batteries. Go to the store and get fresh batteries. Don't have some that sit in your drawer for years, because they probably are not good batteries. I went and got a new pack. This should last me a long time. What I'm gonna do is turn this off for now until I get this set up so it's not taking a bunch of random photos in my house. But I'm gonna go get this set up next week. It's a fairly thick camera. It looks good. I think it'll hide in better than some of the other brands. Kind of looks like tree bark. But this is the Deceptor Max. I'm gonna probably do another camera review and setup on the 360 Stealth Cam at some point. But like I said, all this will be linked down in the description below. They will be affiliate links, and that just helps me with the channel. I get a very, very small percentage of a purchase. So if you guys are gonna buy this, just click my link. It'd be a big help. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Overall, I think it's a great camera so far. All in all, I think it's going to be a great camera for everybody. It's a fairly simple setup. I know the old cell cameras used to be a real pain in the butt to set up, but this was very easy. Took less than 15 minutes to get set up and get rolling. All I got to do now is put it out in the woods, and we should start seeing some deer on it soon. So if you guys found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment your favorite part, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Thanks. All right, guys, like I said, if you guys want to buy this camera, I'm going to link it in the description, along with some of the mounts, the batteries, the SD cards I use. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But we will see you guys on the next video. Thanks.